course it's almost dead. Hey guys, it is Tuesday. I didn't have my camera yesterday because Michael had it. And yesterday would have been a good day to film. Like, it was a good day. It was a good Monday. I got a lot of stuff done. It was really nice out. But it's kind of chilly today. Actually, okay, now that my camera is slightly more charged and I can like continue on. So this is our guest bedroom. And it's currently like storage organization central. It's a long story, but we'll get into it. So I've got like sticky notes up to help me organize my life. Down here is windshield wipers that I got Michael for Christmas for his Xterra, and then he traded in his Xterra for a truck. So those need to go back to Target, but I think I'm outside the window of being able to return them, so we just need to see. We've got a wetsuit that Michael needs to give back to a friend of ours that let him borrow it. And then this is a bag of stuff that I have held on to since 2011. So when I studied abroad in Thailand in 2011, we were coming home and there's another girl I was friends with that she went to the same school as me, and she didn't have enough room in her luggage to bring stuff home that she had bought for her family. And I was like, yeah, I'll put it in and then I'll just give it to you when we get home. And then I forgot, and then I forgot, and then I forgot. And like every few years I'm like, oh my God, I still have her stuff. And so I need to get her address and literally just put it in a box and mail it because I'm trying to organize. It's 2019 and I've had it since 2011. That is 8 years. Over here is... phone's ringing. Phone call from Michael to make sure I was having a lovely day. That we're not gonna go into right now. This is all stuff I need to donate. Just bedding we don't use. A vacuum cleaner I've literally never used. No, I have used it to like vacuum out drawers, but I don't need it. I have a lot of like period products that I need to donate that I just haven't. Our crib that I put together, and then Michael was like, let's just live it together. So it's sitting on our guest bed because it literally just won't fit anywhere, and it's not even that big. And then over here is like my baby corner. So this is the stroller, plus this is all stuff that my friend with a baby gave me. I've got clothes, a sterilizer that my sister gave me. I've got milk bags. I've got all sorts of stuff in here. And then the tub down here is all my nephew's like baby clothes and that sort of stuff. So that's what's going on back here, and it is a disaster. And I went through like this hall closet and all the storage up there. I don't know, I'm just in a mood. So everything. Anyways, I've just finished editing and uploading my videos for the week. I need to work on my social media calendar, but I'm also just like zoned out. It's week 25 here in my stomach. So let me give you a little update. This is what we're working with. This is where baby's at right now. It's not like too crazy or anything. It's little itches. So it's not like, it's a good size. I feel like it plateaued for 2 weeks, but I feel like we're growing again. Belly button has not popped, and I thought for sure it would have now. It's just like flat. People have said like, you don't look pregnant from behind, like you're so little. And I'm like, thank you. What behind looks like. And bam! But that's where we're at. I think I might do some like stretches and rolling out my back and stuff. Start with my ball. I need to get more air in it, but I don't have the thing I need, so I can't do it. This one is getting harder. The ball actually feels really good, but I still try to do just a little like, and it's not even every day because I'm not consistent, but just some like hip stretches. Oh, I used to be a lot better doing squats and stuff. I haven't really done that. Oh, yeah. Baby's like, what are you doing? This is one I learned from spinning babies. So you start up here, and then you carefully go down onto your forearms on the floor, and then you don't like rest your shoulders on your head or anything, and your head doesn't rest on the floor, it just kind of hangs, and you do 3 deep breaths while you're down there. Then you carefully come back up, and it's really important to take a few deep breaths here, because that like is supposed to align everything. And I just like that one, so I do it. So we're gonna sit down on my computer and maybe do some social media calendar stuff, even though I made a whole social media calendar for this month and I really haven't posted anything. I like made all the captions and the topics, and then I just never found pictures and scheduled it. So we're gonna get around to that, but I might honestly just take veg a little bit more. I had a very productive day yesterday. 2 weeks in a carry-on, pack like a minimalist, and people effing hate it. I think people like it, but I swear, like, people are like crawling out of the woodworks to leave negative comments and like tell me I'm not a minimalist, and like I legit don't care. Like, it makes me laugh every time I see one. It's definitely not minimalistic, but I think you did okay. And so some of them are like, how do you only bring 2 pairs of socks, and like how you get away with only 4 shirts? And then other people are like, she's bringing her whole freaking closet. Like, what does this girl need 30 pairs of underwear? And I'm just like, oh, people would consider this a kind of minimalist pack for a year-round trip, ... Probably. How do you pass through security with those chopsticks? Misleading title. This is not minimalist. Also, to save space, most travelers don't pack the bulky shoes. They wear them on the plane / travel day. This is not minimalist. Wow, that's a lot of stuff. Some people love it, some people hate it, but oh my god, it's just like, I mean, it's great that people are watching it because then I get ad revenue on it, but man, people are just like, I hate you. They don't say that, but I feel like they're saying that. It's 2 o'clock right now. I'm not being very productive. I was just responding to YouTube comments for both channels. My computer's dying again, so I need to plug it in, and I think I'm gonna have some toast. I just ate a bunch of watermelon for lunch and leftover pizza and, well, a bunch of watermelon. There's a piece left in there that I need to eat, but I think I might make some toast. My mom gave me homemade bread. I need to eat that before it goes stale because it goes stale so fast. Also, I don't know if it's like my pregnancy nose or something, but there's literally no food down here that is rotting. Like in this cabinet, I have oatmeal. Michael has some protein powder. There's some bow tie pasta, and there's potatoes, but the potatoes are like brand new, like I got them last week, so they're not rotting, but it legit smells like something is festering down here, and I'm afraid that there's like a dead mouse somewhere that I'm going to find when I like clean it out, but it smells awful. So I put incense down there, and it just kind of smells like incense mixed with that scent now, so I want to make some toast. Bread, a staple of my pregnancy diet. I am gonna be filming a what I eat in a day. Here's a plant-based vegan, but I feel like I need to go grocery shopping first, and not because I want to be like fake and be like I'm healthy and everything. I'm gonna make realistic meals. But today, so far, I had half a cup of oatmeal with brown sugar, nothing on it. Sometimes I put berries on it, but usually nothing on it. I like it plain. I'm hot. For lunch, I had 2 slices of leftover pizza that were just like tomatoes, some sort of like green herb balsamic reduction, and then I had watermelon. Oh, and I also had a coffee. But right now I'm eating 2 slices of homemade toast. And so I'm gonna munch on this. I'm gonna go through old photos and pull some into just an album on my computer or something like that, so I can have them for Instagram, because finding photos for Instagram or taking photos for Instagram is literally the bane of my existence. Unless I'm like traveling, then I'm great. But day to day, could not be bothered to like figure out Instagram photos. I was listening to an episode of the Crime Junkie podcast, which I've been binge listening to recently, and I'm going to pull photos for Instagram, take my clothes off because I'm sweating my face off, and get a hair tie. Let's do that. I'm sitting on my bowl with my things on stools right here, so I'm still working on my social media calendar, but I've got my second meal, oh god, second meal of the day, that is leftover pizza and watermelon. So I cut up a little bit more watermelon, Victoria. So I went to the Indianola Balloon Festival for the first time last year, and I had so much fun with my sister, brother-in-law, and my nephew. Michael came and we had a great time, and I was like, I want to go do that again this year. And I knew it was in the summer, but I went and looked at the dates, and it's right when I'm due. So I'm waiting for the baby to come and will give me something fun to do, or maybe the baby's here and I want to get out of the house, or maybe I don't get to go. Good morning and happy Wednesday. It's 7:12 right now. I just woke up, and I'm gonna make some coffee and oatmeal and do some B-school. I'm a little bit behind on it, but that's okay. Literally not anything fancy at all. Oatmeal with brown sugar and just coffee with cashew milk. lately I've just been like enjoying looking stuff up. So I have a whole baby list, like a wish list, I guess what you would make your registry out of, but I'm not gonna have a baby shower, so. But anyways, essentially it's just like the stuff that I want for baby. I just really enjoy like fine-tuning it, looking at stuff, kind of planning out like, okay, wait until this point to get this. You don't need this until you're this far along. So I've known I wanted to do cloth diapers long before I was pregnant, for like years and years and years. And I've done a lot of research into what type of cloth diapers I wanted and like the brand and everything, because there are actually a lot of options. And obviously everything has its pros and cons, cost versus convenience, that sort of thing. But trying to be as minimal in it, I guess, but also as cost effective. The one that I keep coming back to and have been pretty set on for a while now is pre-folds and covers. I'm going to be getting the Thirsties covers. Those are the ones I want. And I'm going to be getting the Clothies pre-folds from Green Mountain. Just cut up some watermelon to snack on, and hopefully inspire me to start working on my social media calendar. Photo album, my grandpa made all of his grandchildren growing up and everything, so it has your photos. And so I'm working on my Instagram calendar. So I'm making a video about us not finding out the gender. I'm kind of like talking through why. I love sharing photos from my like past because I love them and I think they're so entertaining. So I wanted to find a little baby photo of me to share. My sister looks so much like my nephew, it's insane. If you put a blonde bob on my nephew, that would be him. I love this picture of my sister. Can you see her? Isn't she the cutest? That's her, that's my aunt, that's me. It's Friday. I went on a bit of a cleaning spree last night and cleaned out my fridge and was like vacuuming out the drawers, and Michael's like, I think you're in the stage of pregnancy called nesting. I was like, what? Very happy with it. I mean, it doesn't look like crazy or anything, but I wiped it all down because it was getting cruddy and gross. And I usually like to clean it when I bring back new groceries. I'm like out of breath. I was just loading stuff up in the car because I've got some stuff to take to donate to the thrift store, stuff to take to my mom, and some stuff to take to like a youth shelter. See if they want all those period products that I've been holding on to. This is the current state of our back bedroom. We've got the crib, we got the car seat, and then all the baby stuff is kind of like right there. That's another story that I'll talk about eventually. Desk is a mess, but I had to move the bed over to fit the crib, and so now there's not room to like open up the doors. Took like 4 loads of stuff down to the car. It's actually really nice out. It's only like 50, but it's really nice. Plug in my headphones. It's really interesting, like this stage of pregnancy. I'll be 26 weeks tomorrow. You go from like feeling super stretched one day to like it evening out and stretched, and then you feel okay, and then you feel stretched, and then you feel okay. Starting to feel stretched. I swear belly's out right now. Like anything crazy. Sometimes I just like to walk around like this and let it just breathe. I feel like it's shiny, but you know, I try to lotion it and oil it and stuff, and what baby's doing right now. So I'm gonna sit down, drink some coffee, gather myself, make a plan for the day because I've got all those errands to run. I'm also feeling like, I mean, I'm definitely feeling that whole nesting thing, which is wild. We have a friend staying the next 2 nights. He's coming into town. They're gonna go golf a bunch this weekend, so I think I'm gonna go hang out with my friend Sunday. You don't know how long you're going to have this energy. So I was joking with my sister last night, I think it was. I was like, so I was just vacuuming out the fridge and Michael said this, and she's like, I loved how clean my house was before Maverick came, my nephew. But it's almost like an addiction. I have 2 loads of donations to take, drop it back to mom, mail a package to Monica. I really have been putting all this off, and I want to put it off more. I'm like, I'll do it later today. But hey, it's all loaded up. Michael needs the truck later, and I just know I need to get it done. Numbered it out. Sometimes like numbering it out and being like, this is the first task I'm gonna do. This is the second task I'm gonna do. I've just gotta do it and I'll be fine, and I'll feel so good once I get all these things done, because I've been putting them off for, well, one of them for 8 years. So this is what I look like today. I just don't care anymore. I got the toothpaste off my sweater, so that's a plus. I just had to finagle my bike into the back. I'm out of breath. Things make me out of breath these days. I just found a box of shoes by the dumpster that are perfectly good, so I'm gonna take those to the thrift store as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 giant totes this size full of period products that I'm gonna be taking in that I've been collecting. Okay, so got my mom's stuff dropped off. Dropped off 6 crates of stuff, like so much stuff to the shelter of period products, which feels so good. Like I feel, you know, that warm fuzzy feeling, but also like I'm so glad I finally did it. All my empty totes. I did it, it's all done. I just drank that water too fast. I'm back home. Got the stuff taken to my mom, got the stuff taken to the shelter, got the stuff taken to the thrift store, and I got that package mailed. Killing it. So now I'm back home. I was listening to Fun Junkie podcast and I'm hungry. I usually start the day at like 7. I'll have oatmeal right when I get up, and then usually something a little bit later around like 10, but it's 11:30 now, so it's basically lunch. So I think I'm gonna make a chicken burrito. So we get these vegan chicken patties from Morningstar. So I've got the beans, the tomato, and the onion on here. And then I just cut up the chicken patty into like little rectangles. Avocado on here. And then some of this. Some sriracha. Kind of scoop it in like that. Fold the edges over. Fold the edges over. Tuck it under. And you hope for the best. It's Saturday and I'm being super lame. But it's Saturday, so it doesn't matter. And I just realized as I was peeing that I'm 26 weeks pregnant today. Yeah, 26 weeks. So, super exciting stuff. 14 weeks left, give or take, because babies come when babies come. I have the Bump app. I don't know, that's just the one I went with. And they have the weirdest progression of vegetables and fruits. Let's see what they say I am. What is that? On this day, your baby is as long as a stalk of celery. And it has like some green leafy kale. Today is also the Vegan Fest in Des Moines, and I just remembered that. And me and Michael were gonna go, but he's off with his friend right now, so it goes till 5. So I've got 2.5 hours left. Baby's eyes are forming, and the eyes will soon start to open. I thought they were like sealed shut until birth. And eyelashes are now grown too. You know how you joke with your partner, like, I hope baby, like our baby gets my brains, or baby's getting his or her immune system ready for life on the outside by soaking up your antibodies. I have a really good immune system, so you're welcome, child. Baby's taking breaths too of amniotic fluid, not air, but still it's good practice. Baby's still growing in the 13.6 to 14.8 inch and 1.5 to 2.5 pound range. It feels like it's huge when it's like elbowing and like shouldering my insides. You can see like big sweeping movements and like it kicking me and stuff. It's cool. Around week 26, it's important to watch for swelling, severe or sudden. Could be a sign of preeclampsia. Notice your belly occasionally feeling really tight. That's a contraction. So my body at 26 weeks. Trouble sleeping. The closer you get to your due date, the tougher it might be to get some rest. Swelling, headaches, pregnancy brain, Braxton Hicks contractions, slightly higher blood pressure. This has one of those like, you can see what your baby looks like situation. And so they're talking about eyeballs this week, and it's like, you put plus signs over the baby's eyes. So my favorite pregnancy tops, it's one of 2 maternity tops I have. Oh, look at this little ball of baby. Boom, 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 boom. It's stretched out. I'm kind of getting the linea nigra, however you pronounce that line. At least I think I am. Sometimes it's my pants that do that, so I don't know if it's my pants. You can't really see it, but it looks like it's bruised around it. It's so weird because it's like, blah! This is 26 weeks. You can definitely tell my hips are like widening, but I'm not gonna complain about that because that's gonna, it's looser and the baby's gonna come out easier. Ooh, I've been reading a couple books. I mean, I've been reading a lot of books, let's be honest. I like reading. But this one is called Birthing from Within, and I'm really enjoying it. It's a little woo-woo, so if you're not into that sort of stuff, I mean, you can still read it and give it a chance. And I enjoy its take on childbirth. And so I was compelled to like write some quotes down today or something. But one thing I liked, I'm like, that's like an affirmation, I'm gonna write that down, is your baby will pass through the spacious opening in your pelvis during birth. And I like that spacious. And I'm like, yeah, like my pelvis is plenty big enough for a baby to just come out. Once you are completely dilated, contractions often slow down from every 2 minutes to every 4 to 5 minutes. And this can freak some people out. Pushing just because you're dilated to 10 centimeters, but you don't have that pressure or that urge to push can be less effective and more tiring compared to if you wait till your body's like, I need to push. And when a laboring woman squats, her pelvic outlet is 28% higher than lying flat. So it talks about just kind of like the physics of labor and birth, and how when you're lying on your back, but it's kind of like lying at a reclined position is the worst because of just how it smushes your pelvis and just makes the most inconvenient path for your baby to be born through. And so kind of like using gravity to your advantage and things like that. So I'm a very mobile person as it is, but I see myself being very mobile in labor. I can also see myself like being on all fours and giving birth like that, or squatting. So I'm gonna make a stir fry, and like I've been very, we'll say, particular about vegetables lately. I'm like, I'm not that hungry. I could just eat some toast, but I need to not eat just toast. You hear that, baby? Bring you freaking vegetables and stuff. Decisions are hard. Maybe I'll watch something on my computer while I cook, or I'll listen to a podcast while I cook. Okay, so I'll show you the end product. See you later. I figured it out. Remember how I said something smelled really bad down there, but it couldn't have been anything because it was new potatoes and like noodles? It's the potatoes. They're rotting, so I have to throw them out. I was gonna put potatoes in here, but good thing I looked because it smells horrible and I couldn't figure it out, and I thought I was just being a crazy pregnant lady, but I'm not. It's done, but it tastes like Play-Doh. I don't know if my senses are just like off right now. I don't know if it's the noodles, but it tastes like Play-Doh. Like salty Play-Doh that you would eat when you were a kid. What do? I just spent 31 minutes. Oh, it's so gross. First the potatoes were rotten, and then this tastes like Play-Doh. I didn't even put like salt on it or anything. I just put a freaking seasoning packet. Ooh. Maybe I just have an avocado toast and some fruit. I don't even know a container big enough to store that in. Yeah, I do. I'll put it into that bowl. Like, I made so much of it too. Look at this. That is a whole like wok of it, and it looks fine. It looks delicious, but it's disgusting. Maybe Michael will like it because I think it's probably just like this thing that is making me not like it. I'm eating an apple with some peanut butter, some avocado toast. So this is me, kind of upset, pretty upset. Hopefully Michael likes it. He'll be like, this is delicious. And I'll be like, enjoy all of it because I can't eat any of it. I'm gonna stick to my toddler lunch over here.